Right here, you are looking at the Old Timer Heritage fixed blade knife. We've got gray laminate wood handles. You can see there it's model 169 OTH for Old Timer Heritage. This is D2 steel with a beautiful high polish on it. We've got the Old Timer shield in the handle. It is just a really great looking knife, and to kind of top and bottom it off there, you got a nickel silver finger guard and pommel. So that nickel silver guard and pommel does put the weight of this knife in the back. So it is not blade heavy. It is definitely a handle heavy knife, if that kind of specificity matters to you in choosing your knife. Now the handle is very comfortable to hold. Ergonomics are great with that single finger choil there. That is my favorite type of knife handle. And as you're watching here, we're obviously batoning it through a piece of hardwood. Firewood that you can pick up at your local store that sells bundles of firewood. I no idea what kind of wood it is, but some sort of hardwood that's good for having campfires or stuff in your fire pit at home. And this one, we're just breaking it down into smaller pieces of kindling to get that fire started and getting it roaring to warm up camp or create that wonderful backyard ambiance like is what's going on here. So we got a high flat grind on this knife. Here we are kind of making some shavings on this to give us some tinder to help get our initial fire going here. And the knife does well at that. That piece of wood was pretty jagged from the batoning, so it didn't really carve smooth feathers as this nice piece of fat wood that I'm going at here to really help get a fire going. Now, the spine on this knife, I think, isn't super sharp and doesn't excel at striking a ferro rod. I got a few sparks there, but when I tried bringing it down here a bit more, it just wasn't throwing sparks off the ferro rod how I would have liked. But I mean, it's really not a huge deal for me. I know some people love that 90-degree spine in a bushcraft knife, but my ferro rod here has its own striker that works really well. And we did get a flame in there, but just rolled over and out, so we'll just spark it up again. And we are in business with our kindled fire. Now, we're not going to light up all the kindling and stuff we split because I'm just right here on my stump, not in the fire pit or our regular campfire area. But the same methods apply no matter where you do it. So while that's burning there, we're going to move over here and we're going to make ourselves a tactical stick. One of my all-time favorite things to do. Because what's a stick if it's not tactical, right? And by tactical stick, I mean a stick where we carve a pointed end. So you can call it a tactical stick too if you'd like, or you can call it a hot dog or marshmallow roasting point, whatever you prefer. But it just proves that this knife is handy in the outdoors. And I think, although it is a 5-inch blade, some people may think it's too big or heavy to be a hunting knife. I think you could 100% do that type of job with the Old Timer Heritage fixed blade as well. So I mentioned it is a 5-inch blade, and It is 10.1 ounces in weight. And as I said earlier, most of that heft is in the handle due to the nickel silver guard and pommel. So I think that flat grind, if you make sure this knife is nice and sharp, you will be good to go as a hunting knife, because that D2 steel will hold a fantastic edge while you're processing your game. And after that, you're back at camp, need to set up some stuff with some cordage. This knife is going to cut through that stuff with no problem at all. And it does well in different grips. You can see, standard type of grip here. I reversed it with the edge upwards and just pushed through towards the tip. So this knife came with a pretty darn good edge on it. I think I will sharpen it up a bit on the diamond stones to get that really keen edge back on it and ready to go for the next time. All right, folks, so here you have the Old Timer Model 169 OTH, the Heritage fixed blade knife. These usually run about $60 or so. I see on Amazon usually. Right now, the Old Timer website has it on sale for a decent price, lower than that, as you can see here. So please check the links in the description and the comments to purchase this knife. Purchase does give me a little bit of a commission on that, but you get a decent leather sheath with this knife. I'm pleased with the quality of it. Snap, closure, and out comes that blade. And this is a really nice knife, guys. Awesome blade shape, just beautiful. Drop point here, that nice high polish. It is fantastic looking knife. It does got some boogered upness there from using it here in the video, but I'll clean that off, get it sharpened, and back to looking beautiful. Now it is going to scratch up and all that with use, but such is life. Such is life, guys. Old Timer Heritage, awesome blade. Definitely recommend picking this up. I think Old Timer did a great job with this. It is a really quality piece of knife for about $65, as I just said, or less when you get it on sale. So thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you on the next video.